7694.25 was the level we were looking at today. So if you got caught in the trap of where price came down from the low at 7,322.50 and skyrocketed up today, well, I'm going to show you why this happened and the levels we are looking for next in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Starting in the S&P 500 on a 4-hour chart, we can see from the previous high right here at 7694.25, this was one of the levels I was watching very closely because last week when the price did not come down and reach the target just below 73.18 right there, what that signals is price could skyrocket back up to the other side and reach this level right here at 77.04, which was the target level. So since 7694.25 has been broken, what that signifies to us now is that the bulls are squarely in control, and now the bears are going to be the ones who are looking to recover. Just last week, it wasn't that way at all. It was the bears that had all the trend channels here going to the downside. You can see the last bastion of hope they had was this trend channel right here, starting at about 76.96. And as you can see, price today didn't even respect it when it hit it at 76.71. It went right up past it. So the bears are done right now. The bulls are squarely in control of the S&P 500 market. And here is the trade starting down at 72.92 for the base of the Fibonacci retracement tool up to the high at 76.48.75. What the red dot is it is a semaphore, same with the orange dot, and what that signifies is a turning point. And the red dot means that it's a very established one, where the orange one means it's more of an intermediate one, because to make up a red semaphore you have to have an orange one, and I like using them because it shows easily decipher the turning points and where it makes it easy to put my Fibonacci retracement and extension tool front. So using that, we can see the low went all the way past the 76% level at 73.76, and more than likely hit the 88.6, which is right around 73.37, but I don't have it on my Fibonacci tool. But it didn't break the previous low of 72.92, and that's crucial because that means it's still a valid setup. And then today, price skyrocketed up, took out the target at 77,075. We can see it ended up right up here at 77.96.50 at the 114.4 Fibonacci extension level right there, just for the trade level box. So what we have going into tomorrow, now that the bulls are squarely in control, the profit target has been hit, is this created a trend channel right here, starting with the high at 76.47 and with the low point down around 72.90. As you can see, the trend channel is a slow moving up one right here that we use the midpoint of the ABCD move at 73.22.50. Then all I did was draw it up to where I drew the Fibonacci retracement high from at around 76.49.75, and that creates the trend channel as you can see right here. Now, one thing to note is the upper boundary of the trend channel where it broke it at 76.82 was not respected, and that is one thing to watch because yes, it does signify that the market is extremely strong, especially for today, but a lot of times the market likes to move in equilibrium. So when one end of a trend channel gets hit, look for it to eventually go back down and go past the other end of the trend channel here to the downside. So that's one thing to take into consideration here. It does not mean that the trend to the upside is over. It's just that when there's an established trend channel that gets set right here and price breaks out one way and the trend is still going to go that direction, be on the lookout for it going past the other direction just for a little bit of an overcorrection for the overcorrection that happened previously. Now, using the high at 78.20.25, which is the current high, if price continues to go up, then we will keep on moving the Fibonacci tool up higher until price comes back and hits the 38% Fibonacci retracement level, which is currently at 76,018.50. The base of the anchor of the Fibonacci retracement tool is at 72.92. So what we are looking for right now from this level is we are looking, where price is currently at 77.58.50, we are looking to move down to at least the 38% line at 76.18.50 at minimum. That would signify that now the retracement, and that shows that the price is locked in for a potential move higher, but price can of course go lower. And the way I trade is when the retracement level could be broken, is when the previous low that you're using for your anchor of your Fibonacci tool at 72.92 gets broken. So as long as price stays up above that, then this is still a valid setup for it. But we're waiting for price to retrace to 76.18.50. When that happens, the next move we will start looking for is a move up, assuming that the bulls stay in control right here. And the next one will be at the 114.6 Fibonacci extension level at 78.97.25. Now I'll put the rectangle right here, put on the green to signify this is just a long setup that we're looking for right here. So this going in tomorrow for the S&P 500, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a retracement down, perhaps an overnight session going on into the market open. And then I'm looking for price to retrace somewhere between the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level down to the 76.4 or 0.764 Fibonacci retracement level down here. Once those gets hit, that's when we will start looking for the movement to the upside here with the target level, the minimum target level being 78.97.25. Now, of course, for this move, price can go up much higher than that, but that is the minimum target level I look for this one to be done. So the bulls are in control. The pullback minimum number we're looking for is 76.18.50, and the minimum target number we're looking for tomorrow is 78.97.25. Going into the NASDAQ market, just like the S&P 500 market today, the bulls skyrocketed up off the low down here at 27,200. Now this trend channel, you can see that started up here around 30,597.25. I'm going to consider that one done because look what happened to it as what I was talking about S&P 500 for the current trend channel that it is in. Price went down, broke below it when it was currently in a bear trend down here. And I said that in another video last week that watch out for when price breaks out of one way the trend channel where the trend is still in place. Look for it to go up here to the other side. And that's exactly what it did within a day. Went up here to the other side, broke out of that trend channel right there. I'm going to take this one off the board right now because we still are in a larger bear trend channel right here starting at 31,107. Bringing it all the way down to the next starting place at 28,493.75. As you can see, price broke down here below it, the trend channel here. So I am still looking for price to go up here to the other side and close above the top side of the trend channel. That would put us squarely in the mid 30,000 levels if it happens going into tomorrow. Now this short setup is still in play right here. We can see this level at the 0.618% Fibonacci retracement level at 27,613 was the area I was looking for some resistance. It stopped right in the zone box between the 61.8 and the 76.4, with the 76.4 being at 30,183. So that's where we got some resistance here today. So the bulls have taken this up higher right now. I think going into tomorrow with the S&P 500 leading the way, assuming that the bulls are going to take control, I am looking for the NASDAQ market to move it up here above the trend channel up here, like I said earlier, around the mid 30,000s at minimal. Now, the price level we're looking for, we're really watching really closely right here for the NASDAQ market, is 31,104.50. If that high gets broke right there, then the bulls are squarely in control, and this trend channel that the bears control right now is completely gone and obliterated, and we will only be looking for a bullish trend channel here moving higher. Now, the bulls do have a real skinny trend channel right here, but I'm not putting a lot of stock in that right now, because how I get my trend channels is I look for the first Fibonacci pullback that reaches the target zone, and here's where it happened at 28,725. That was the high. Pulled back to the 38% Fibonacci retracement at 28,143. Went up here and hit the minimum target level at 28,948. So that squarely hit it right there. Then how I get the trend channels is I take where I have the Fibonacci low anchor point to the middle one for the move happen, the lowest point from the pullback of the move, then draw it up to where I had the original high of the trend channel pullback right there. And as you can see, that is the trend channel right now. Look what, and we can see, look what's happening right now. When price closed, it closed right below it right here. And so we'll have to see what's going to happen. I don't, like I said, I don't put a lot of stock into this because this is just a small term trend channel right here. So going into well, today actually the market's currently open right now. Unless price somehow skyrockets up here and takes it up here, this trend channel will be done here very shortly. But one thing to do look at is the bulls do have an established trend going up right here. So what I'm looking for is the price to retrace down to 28,975.75. That's going to be the minimum level that I'm looking for price here to retrace down to. So once price hits that, this whole area right here between 28,975.75 and the 76.4, which is at around 27,883.50, this is going to be the battle zone heading over tomorrow right here. It will be a very good indicator of which side is going to win. Is the downside for the NASDAQ market going to continue, or is the bull move here to the upside to this target right up here at 30,486.25? Is that one going to be the winner? I'm leaning toward the bulls being the winner up here, just because we have the overshoot of the trend channel down here, and from this setup right here, if it goes up and hits the 114.6 Fibonacci extension level, this would put us right outside the band right there, which would complete that overshoot of the trend channel here to the downside. But if the bears are going to take control right here and the high remains around 31,104, we do have a very nice short setup potential right there. And what we are looking for, the target will be all the way down here at 26,630. So expect a battle in the NASDAQ market tomorrow between the bulls and the bears, with the battle lines being between 29,613 and around 28,121.25. Once it hits, we're going to see a little fireworks happen for it. So for the NASDAQ market, we're looking for two target levels for tomorrow. For the bulls, the target level we're looking for is 30,492.75, which would close us outside the trend channel right here. And for the bears, if they want to establish their control again, then they need to take it down to 26,630. This would create a new trend channel for them and set them up for something even stronger down here in the bear channel. But with the S&P 500 pointing that it's moving higher tomorrow, I expect a little pullback here in the NASDAQ as well, and then moving higher to settle at least at 30,492.75 minimum.